So because of that, for a long ass time, I really was in my own head like, am I gay? Yo, I have a plushie available for purchase right now. If you guys want to grab one, they're only here for a limited time. So make sure to check the first link in the description. Yo, people were calling me, listen, this is gonna sound crazy. People were calling me gay on the internet before I hit puberty. Your body biologically ain't really sexually attracted to A, B, C, or D until your hormones are done cooking inside of your body. So how the were these internet Andes trying to tell me what the I liked before my body biologically decided itself? Think about that shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. It was all because I had a high-pitched voice and some fucking attitude, which low-key I still have the attitude, not the high-pitched voice. So then now people, you know, think I'm trying to sound like a different race, but that's a different thing. So because of that, for a long ass time, I really was in my own head like, am I gay? Or do I think I'm gay because everyone else thinks I'm gay? I hadn't even really cared for dating up until this point either. So I'm like, what the I've never considered this, but I've never even considered dating anyone anyways yet because I didn't care. I did not give a okay? I was very like, I don't care. The hormones in me had not cooked yet, so I didn't care. So then everyone was trying to tell me like, oh, you're gay in person all the time. Oh, you're gay. Are you gay? Are you gay? And I had never even pondered the thought. So now all of a sudden I'm being told I'm gay from people online, people in my personal life, friends, and all the reasons are different. And so now I'm thinking like, am I? But at that point, I never even thought about dating anyone. So now there's this weird pressure of like, if everyone thinks I'm this thing, am I this thing? And then, God forbid, I started actually liking like guys. Then now, forever in my brain, I'm gonna think, do I actually like this? Or is it because everyone else told me I like this for so long that I gaslit myself into liking it because I thought that's what was expected of me? So now you're like, do I actually like this? Or is it because everyone told me I like this for so long that I think that I'm trying to force myself to like it? So then there's that conundrum. So it's like, I think a lot of times the pressure of what everyone else tells you really kind of like, if they tell you it enough and you hear it from enough different variety of sources and you hear it at a young enough age, it's gonna like condition you to think you should be a certain way. And then you're gonna be so confused if you biologically are not that way. But also, how the fuck are you telling a 12-year-old their sexuality? Like, what, you pedophile? Why you want to know? You trying to fuck me or something? Creep? Like, what? That shit was crazy to me. But I got that all the time online. So now that I'm older, and my hormones have cooked, right? They've cooked. I'm not divulging shit to any of you because you guys, you already robbed me of that shit when I was a kid. Okay, I couldn't even like think for myself as a kid. Yeah, that was taken from me. So now that I'm older, y'all not having it. Straight, gay, bi, pan, whatever the it does not concern you. And if it does concern you, that's concerning. Because why do you care about someone on the internet sexuality that's never gonna, you know, be intimate with you, doesn't want to be intimate with you, and will probably never even be your friend? If it concerns you that much, just don't watch me. Like, because your priority is a little bit out of whack, okay? I'm here for you to laugh, giggle, hee hee ha ha. I'm not here for you to like determine whether or not you'd like, you know, want to smash on like a scale of 1 to 10 and if I'd be into you or not, okay? Because the answer is I'm just not into you by default, especially if you think in that way. So that's why now I don't really talk about that because I don't think that me divulging this to anyone benefits me or you guys, be honest with you. Also, listen, I'm just saying, any public figure that's like comes out as like gay or something, like now all of a sudden they have to be an advocate for like their sexuality. Like, yo, just let the person live. They just want to be themselves. They don't want to be the spokesperson for every gay person on the planet. So that also, I noticed that happens a lot too with like content creators or streamers. If they come out as like gay or bi, all of a sudden any gay or bi issue, like everyone wants to hear their opinion, or they want them to like retweet charities or like rights organizations or whatever the when sometimes they just want to like exist and that's it. They don't want to force themselves to be an advocate for anything. They want to do their job normally like a straight person would. You put more pressure on them by them coming out anyways, because yeah, it's nice to have representation or whatever, but when you force someone to be a spokesperson for something because of the way they just like biologically are, that they didn't even sign up for all that. The only thing they signed up for was like to do the job that they're doing, which is funny on the internet. If they want to be an advocate, that's fine. That's fine. More power to you. That's good. I'm not discouraging that. But what I'm saying is, I think a lot of the time when people do come out Everyone expects you to be an advocate, which is why if I ever were to like, you know, determine my sexuality was different than just like the norm, or wasn't straight, or wasn't what everyone else thought, I'm not updating the internet, because it will not benefit me. It will not benefit me. And if I do, if I change my mind and want to update y'all motherfuckers eventually, or say something, or confirm or deny some shit, sure. But currently, my decision is like, it doesn't benefit me. And low-key, it shouldn't benefit you either. Because you caring about what another adult does in their adult life is kind of weird. Like, do you care if the person that, like, you know, rings up your order at, like, you know, the fast food restaurant, the McDonald's, do you care who they sucking and fucking? No. You only care if you potentially want to do that to them and you want to get their number or something. But otherwise, you don't care. So why as like an entertainer is it such a big deal for you to like have that be a part of your brand? That's all I'm saying. I think it's a weird pressure that people put on people. Like the fact that they even telling you is gracious enough. Exactly. And then also if you ever like, God forbid you come out as like gay and you're like a guy, oh, now you're just going to get called twink all the time. Now you're going to get called like, you know, a bottomos. Like brother, you guys spill out this homophobia on accident at this point. Like the word twink low-key becoming the new slur. I'm just saying. I know that sounds crazy, but like that and the bottom jokes are low-key becoming, like, in my opinion, the new socially acceptable slur, because it's being used the same way. Which is why I feel like every time we police a piece of language and make it like not okay to say, my opinion is that another sentence is just going to be, or another term is going to be adopted to mean the same thing. Twinking is just a normal guy. Exactly. Or like it's like a straight guy. That word don't even apply. Like what the Also, you're determining like if someone's a bottom or not based off of like their personality, which is also just like, that isn't indicative of anything. Or like their appearance. I don't know, it's weird. It's like, why are you so concerned with what someone else does in their adult life? Like that'd be like you going up to a straight person, hey yo, do you do? I just want to know, you know, are you? But like in like prettier, more PR language. Like y'all deranged, bro. You're ill. You're sick in the head. I'm sorry, you listen, there's some multivitamins that your bitch ass did not take growing up. But yeah, that's my opinion on me with my whole sexuality. I don't think like anyone online deserves that information. Unless I'm trying to date the person, in which case like, yeah. Otherwise, nah. That's like you expecting a public figure to be like, who did you know, do the devil's tango with and saxophone dance with? Like what huh? I'm sorry, reporter or interviewer or random commenter. Could I ask you the same question? Oh, you don't want to tell me, but you think it's appropriate to ask me. Okay, cool. Ultimately, I think it's up to the individual. Yeah, no, I agree. It's up to the individual. I just think there's like this weird pressure where if you do come out, you're an advocate all of a sudden. And then also you're just subjecting yourself to like these weird terms and or like jokes that are just not really that funny. Like even if you listen, if the bottom jokes were funny ever, I would have been like word, but like they're really not. Like they're just so tired. Like you beat that dead horse so dead that like you beat its rotting corpse, then you beat its skeleton after the vultures picked its rotting corpse dead, then you died and beat that bitch in the afterlife. Like the horse ain't even breathing anymore. It's okay. Also, there are other words you can use. You could call someone submissive. You could call them a bitch. And they're a lot less weirdly charged with this like homophobia, fetishy kind of language. Like bottom jokes are just sexualization of feminine gay men, or just like feminine presenting men at all. If you're a pretty guy, you're just gonna be called a bottom. I'm sorry you're jealous. My genetics look better than yours, okay? You look ugly and I don't. You might be calling me a bottom, but in the genetic pool, I'm on top, all right? F out of here. It's not my fault. God, you know, crafted me and took his time and he fed ran your ass. Bro was doing an 80% making your dumb ass, okay? Took his time with me. Yo, low-key, I'm saying this and I like literally like have like EDS, like arthritis and like neuralgia. So he sped ran my ass too. Okay, he just sped ran me in different areas. Yo, I got expedited. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably got offloaded on some, like, you know, I had like some cheap worker in like some, you know, country where they don't pay their employees enough, start crafting my ass. So I really ain't got a pedestal to talk on. But I'm talking out of my ass because why not? You got to compensate somewhere. Bro said he was Amazon Prime. No, I wasn't even Amazon Prime. That's a little too fancy for me. I was like that random product you order off Temu that took like half a year to get to you. Not because the product was being made with care, just because the shipping was so and it got lost in a couple of places. You know what I'm saying? That's me. God had to cut corners. Yo, sometimes I make jokes like that in front of my parents and they're like, don't say that. And I'm like, what else do you want me to say? I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm in pain. Like, let me just say God speed ran me. I feel like that's easier for you to hear. If anything, I'm doing you a favor. They can't laugh at my pain. Well, you know, I mean, I don't know if I passed on some genes to my kids that fucked them up. Like, I probably feel a little bit guilty too. I ain't gonna lie.